So let's see how tonight goes. First of all, let's just address the elephant in the room. Originally, tonight was supposed to be co-op with my wife, Kat. We were going to start Beyond Two Souls. All right. What happened? Well, it seems like this playthrough, we came up with the idea for this playthrough about a month ago. All right. And it just seems like it's like destined to have problems. Seriously. Like, we just can't get this thing going. First, we wanted to do it, but I was stuck in the midst of playing so many lengthy RPGs and trying to push to finish them. It didn't make sense to start it then because I needed to finish those RPGs to get the variety back on the channel. So I did that, right? Like I pushed hard. Okay, we're going to do it. And we got them all done. Then originally, we were going to do it like 2 weeks ago on a Tuesday night, and basically didn't go, my wife wasn't up to it that week. She changed her mind. It was basically like, I'm not feeling it. Too much else going on. Let's delay it. So he said, all right, we'll do it the next week. We were gung-ho 100% locked in schedule to do it this last Tuesday, which would have been what? The 9th, right? April 9th. We were 100% ready to go. We have all the stuff we need. We have 2 of these headsets now. So each of us can have one when we do it. We bought all these wire. We bought a splitter wire. We bought extra headphone cables for it and everything. We got a chair. We're ready. We're raring to go. I bought Fun. The game was on sale last month. I got it for like $12 on PSN. It's installed. It's like, we are 100% good to go. What ends up happening is, my wife's work basically changed her schedule on her. Unbeknownst to her, they didn't even tell her. She just happened to be checking the schedule online. And it's like, the whole schedule's different. She's like, wait, what? I've had the same schedule set for a while. Why would they do this and not even talk to me about it? Right? So it threw our whole week into it for a loop. Remember, we were going to take Wednesday off this past week because April 10th is our wedding anniversary. So we were going to have that as our day off. We were going to have a longer streaming week this week. We wanted to be together for our wedding anniversary. But because they changed her work schedule, that all had to get changed. So our day off ended up being the day after our wedding anniversary. And because her work schedule changed, we couldn't do the co-op on Tuesday. Now, originally, we were thinking about maybe we'll cram it in on Wednesday night, maybe. And we were talking about that and saying, let's do it. But then we realized, to cram it in on the Wednesday night when she'd been working nonstop all week, plus that we were going to go out the entire Thursday. We would rather have a relaxing night the night before our entire busy day out. So we decided against it. We're like, nah, let's not do the co-op. I'll do a regular night stream, and, we'll have a day out, and then we'll have it. So we talked about it. We were like, when should we do it then? And we realized, it might make more sense to do it on a weekend, because typically she doesn't have to work weekends. Not every time, because like I said, her schedule could change, but typically she's not working over weekends. So we're like, maybe like Saturday nights would be perfect, because number one, she won't be overly exhausted from working. Number two, it's a night, usually typically on weekends, more people can attend, right? People aren't in school, aren't in work, they're out, and they could come by and stream a little bit more. Like, well, a lot of people want to see our Stu co-op. It'd be pretty cool. We do the co-op on the weekend. We'll probably get more viewers. So we totally agreed to this. Like, yeah, this is great. This will work out, right? So then here's what happened is we had our day out on Thursday, and it was a great day. Don't get me wrong. We did a lot of fun stuff together. Did some shopping, had a great dinner. We talked about it on the podcast yesterday, how good of a day it was, right? But basically, because of that, we were behind on stuff. Like my wife is behind on things she would normally do, like loads of laundry and doing certain housework and stuff like that. So, this morning we get up and we're having breakfast and we're talking about it, and we're kind of like, yeah, we're still on par. We're going to do the co-op tonight. And I could already tell a little bit that maybe Kat was a little like frazzled about it. And I didn't know why or anything, but we're still set to do it. So I did my first stream, and as I finished my first stream, I went downstairs into the kitchen, and here's Kat hurriedly trying to finish dinner. And that's surprising, because usually she's done with dinner. A lot of times she finishes dinner early, and she's rushing to try to finish dinner as I'm coming down from my stream. And I know immediately something's wrong. And you could tell she's really stressed out. And I said, oh, what's going on? She goes, so I'm trying to do one thing and another thing goes wrong. I try to do the next thing and the next thing goes wrong. I said, so basically it's one of those Murphy's Law situations, right? As I'm in the kitchen with my wife and she's trying to finish dinner, a noise goes up. It's our washing machine. She's trying to wash clothes, and this washing machine has errored out saying uneven load 3 times. So she's been trying to do a load of clothes for over an hour and can't even finish it because the goddamn washer keeps saying uneven load. So I said, I'll go look at the washer. You focus on dinner. Let's work together. Let's figure all this out. I don't even know what was wrong with the load of clothes. Honestly, I went in and it was just a bunch of towels and a few pieces of clothing. It's like, I don't know why it's saying uneven load. I have no idea. You know, I'm separating it. What we're supposed to do, you separate it out so they're not lumped together. You toss them back in fresh, even though they're soaked. You know, you got to keep doing that so that they won't keep doing that, right? So, Sid, that's wrong. He says it means the load is too heavy. That's not what it means. What it means is somehow what's in your washer has become loaded to like one side or clumped together to the point where the washer can't effectively move the clothes anymore. They're stuck in place. So then it stops to prevent the washer from moving across your floor or causing damage to the washer. So anyway, basically I cleared it up, right? I go to start the washer again. I stupidly hit the power button. Instead of the resume button, I hit the power button. So it resets the whole goddamn thing. Now I don't need to wash the clothes the whole full setting again. So I go to, well, I'll wait. So I got to call the cat. Cat, I screwed everything up because I'm an idiot. I don't know what I'm doing. I screwed the whole load up. What do I do? So now she has to leave the kitchen where she's trying to cook to come over to the laundry room to show me how to use the washer because I'm an idiot, right? So it's like, why did I even help? I just complicated things even worse, right? So finally, we get it going again on like a short cycle. It's like 15-minute short cycles, like short spin cycle or something like that, right? Go back to the kitchen. So basically trying to finish, and I could tell Kat is completely stressed out. And I said, so what's going on? And she's like, basically, the whole week has been a shit show, right? Ever since the work schedule changed earlier this week, and then she had to work more days and different times, it threw her schedule off. So here she is, she's behind on all this stuff. And she's like, I need to get clothes done today. I need to do this. She's like, tell me all the stuff she has to do. And she's like, I would have had it all done. But that work throwing me off. And then we had our day off for our anniversary. If we had stayed home that day, I would have had more time to catch up. But we didn't. We went out. And not that she regrets that. She loved having the day out. But basically, she just can't play. She's been playing catch up all week and hasn't yet. Right. And I'm like, well, what do you want to do? You know, and basically, here's my actual honest take on this, okay? Why on earth are we going to be doing co-op tonight if she's going to be stressed out, right? The whole idea of us coming in here and doing anything together on a stream is that it's supposed to be a fun atmosphere, right? We're going to have fun together. We're going to play a game. We're going to talk and do Q&A with the audience or whatever it may be, right? If she's already stressed out and now she's going to come in here and try to play a game, you know that's just going to translate into her demeanor and her enjoyment of the stream in general. And you also know, let's be honest, you also know that the trolls are going to be here. I already see some of them in chat saying dumb shit. I'm kind of ignoring them now to at least give my explanation. But that's the thing. Like, what's the point of doing a late night stream with my wife where we're supposed to be having fun together if she's not going to have fun because she's stressed out? It doesn't make sense, right? So I said to her, I said, if you're stressed out, and all you want to do tonight is play catch up or do some relaxing or whatever you want to do, that's perfectly fine. Just tell me now. And that way we're not being forced into a situation where we're doing a stream that's not going to work because, you know, we're going to be stressed out and upset or whatever. And she's like, yeah, I don't want to do it. She's like, I want to do it, but let's do it on a week when I'm not so stressed out because she's so backed up and everything. Okay. So basically, we agreed we're going to do it next weekend. We're going to do it next Saturday night. She wants to do it badly. She wants to play this game. And in fact, of course, she was very apologetic. She's like, I'm nervous now. Is everyone going to be upset? I said, you don't have to worry. It's like, listen, number one, all right? This is our life together. It's not dictated by what happens on one of my work streams, right? Just because we told them we're going to do co-op, it doesn't mean that's the end of the world. And now we're all hugely have to be committed to doing this. It's ridiculous, right? It's supposed to be something nice in addition to something that we already do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the end of the world. Not everyone's going to freak out, you know? It's not, that's the thing. I think she genuinely feels sad and worried that people aren't going to want to see the co-op now because it keeps getting rescheduled. So what I basically have to say is it's this simple. When she's ready to come on to do it, we'll do it. And she says, let's do it next Saturday. She wanted to do it tonight, but it's just things just kept getting backed up and backed up and backed up and backed up to the point where it's like, to even come on here tonight, she's going to feel so stressed. What's the point, right? That's exactly right, Orange. Orange says, it's okay, tell Kat she just doesn't owe us anything. Correct, right? Like, absolutely correct. She doesn't owe anyone anything. She doesn't have to be on a stream. There's no commitment. If she really doesn't want to do the co-op, we never have to do it. But she wants to. Like, she genuinely wants to do it. It's just things keep happening that make it be screwed up and delayed. We were 100% ready for Tuesday. Then her work schedule changed. Then we were going to do it Wednesday. And then we're like, oh, shit, after her working the several days, then she was tired. And now, now we're going to do it tonight. But now this is happening. It's like, it's just the thing after a thing after a thing, right? So then next week, again, tentative. Let's say Saturday night for next week. If we do it, we want to do it on a Saturday night at this point, okay? I think it makes more sense to do it on a Saturday night because, again, more people attending or whatever. And it wouldn't, coincide with her work. Usually she doesn't work on the weekends. So I think it's going to be fine. And here's the other thing. I make my own schedule. This is not like, oh, no, the boss is going to be upset at us. What boss? I'm the boss, right? So I do whatever I want. Like, well, you know what? Like I said, once a month, we've been having these late night chill streams where we just hang out and talk and have a good time. And people want more of them. They've outright told me the desire that over time they want more of these chill session streams rather than it being so focused on always gameplay, or something set. They like the fact that every once in a while something impromptu or different happens, that the schedule will change. It feels a little bit looser, right? I'm down for that, okay? I'm totally 100% down for that. And I hope you guys understand. If you do understand, thank you. If you don't understand, well, I can't help you. That's life. You're going to find out as you get older that these kind of things happen all the time. And you better learn to be adaptable, because if you're not, and you're one of these people who's just so stubborn, you're going to learn real fast that not everything goes according to plan the older you get. And then you got to find ways to call an audible, as they say in professional football, American football. You got to find a way to adjust on the fly and make stuff work. You know what I mean? You can't just sit there and break down and cry or fall apart when things don't go according to your plans. So in this case, listen, we're going to do the co-op. Unless some crazy extenuating circumstance happens, we're going to do the co-op eventually. It's just not happening right now. And, next week we'll give it another go on Saturday night. We'll see what happens. And hopefully everything does. See, the thing is, next week, now she knows her schedule ahead of time. It didn't change. So now she knows the schedule ahead of time. We are not going to have a day out that's going to be more stressful. We're going to have a more relaxing day at home for our day off next week. So she'll have time to do things that, like, these errands around the house and things, and not going to get backed up on stuff. So I think we'll be all right for next week. We'll see. Okay? But will it be absolutely 100% every week moving forward? I don't know. It might not be. Again, it depends on life. It's not a big deal. I think it's special when we finally get to do it, right? It'll feel like something special. And I think the reason why basically people react this way, like seeing people in the chat being like, oh my God, what is it this time? Blah, 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 being stupid about it. It's because otherwise I'm a fairly consistent individual, right? I make a schedule. I adhere to it. My work schedule is set. Boom, boom, boom. Like clockwork, I'm going to be here every day. 2 streams, if possible. Sometimes it's only 1. It's mostly 2 streams almost every day. You know what I'm saying? You definitely know what's going on. So, that's the deal. And sometimes things go awry, but it's a rarity, right? It just so happens that getting this co-op going has been the thing that's gone awry in the last couple of weeks that keeps, basically being annoying that we can't make it happen, right? Right? And I agree with you there that, when you're down to consistency and you're used to consistency and you don't have that consistency, it can bother you. But understand something. This co-op is different. This is not, Kat is not a paid employee of mine. She's not me, right? We're doing our best to try to make this happen for you guys, to do something a little special. It will happen eventually. And I want to say thank you to those who are understanding and appreciative and being very nice with you, or with us, I should say, over this. It is what it is. And now we're just going to have a chill night tonight where we kind of interact and talk and go from there.